Protectorate Productions Comedy Showcase. Here we go.
We interrupt this program to bring you this special audio presentation from the Voice Closet.
Truth in Advertising presents Real Folks in Churches.
Real folks in churches.
Today we salute you, Mr. Pretend to be Praying While You're Really Sleeping Guy.
Mr. Pretend to be praying while you're really sleeping guy.
You bow your head in moments of meditation and no one is the wiser. An extra cup of coffee? Please. That'd simply mess up the illusion.
I thought that guy was praying.
You gracefully sing the opening song and then hibernate for a while.
Will he ever be done praying?
Never mind the guttural sounds coming from the regular deep breathing of sleeping.
I can't hear what the preacher's saying.
Crack open your Bible, oh sleeper in the pew, because you don't just sleep, you snore.
Mr. Pretend to be praying while you're really sleeping guy.
Any resemblance to individuals known or unknown is purely coincidental and should not serve as an indictment against anyone you may know or observe in the past, present, future, or mirror.
Giving a lift to your laugh lines, the Voice Closet with Glenn Hascall. So much to say, so many ways to say it.
So in this next bit from John Bill's show, Bells in the Bat Free, which can be found at mutualaudionetwork.com or thebatfree.com, or wherever finer podcasts are found. He just put this out not long ago, and I actually got to help him. So I wanted to share the episode with you, and I'll break it up like I have done in the past seasons. It was cool though. I said, I know it's a recent episode, but can I share with my listeners the show that I did with you? And he said, it doesn't matter that it's, basically it didn't matter that it was new. He said, go right ahead. And so I'm very thankful to John Bell for this. And so it gives me great pleasure to let you hear this part of the episode 310 of Bells in the Bat Free. And further episodes will go until it is completed.
Well, then let's get back to this show. Don't I have a special guest today or something? Well, why don't you check with your receptionist, Mr. Bell? We don't have a receptionist, Brad. Remember, Miss Schmackelheimer blew up a couple of episodes ago. But if you recall in the last episode, I started my temp agency where people could volunteer to be your receptionist. And you got somebody to do this? Call the front desk and see, Mr. Bell. All right. I'm a little hesitant to do this, but here goes.
This is Mr. Caldwell, Mr. Nathan D. Caldwell.
I knew a group that played music on tires and Tupperware.
You did?
Yeah, they were a rubber band.
And they played tires and Tupperware?
Yep.
I ain't never heard of that song.
Here's something from Fred Passmore and John Lawhon from Sheaf Laughs Comedy. You can find that over at ChristianSkitScripts.com.
Oh.
Hey, Mr. Fred, I didn't interrupt nothing, did I?
Oh, well, other than startling me, no harm done.
Oh, that's too bad. The part about harm, that is.
I don't get it.
Well, you know that Bible talks about an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth?
Uh-huh.
Well, son, last week, after my effort to be kindly to you went a little bad, you up and took off after me with a microphone stand. That tweren't too neighborly. No, sir.
I'm sorry about that, Jeremiah. I did kind of lose it there.
That you did, son. That you did. When I told Obadiah about it, he weren't none too happy. You know, we kinfolks stick up for one another, and Obadiah, he come with me to settle this thing.
Please, Jeremiah, let's just talk about this. I'm sure we can.
Come on in, Obadiah.
Oh, no. Whoa! Ah!
Obadiah is in the house.
You just drove the truck in the studio.
Come on, Jabez. Let's teach that uppity city slicker that he can't do our family wrong and get by with it. Well, Frank, you got this coming, boy. Get him, Jabez. I'll crank up old Beelzebub here and carve this studio up like a Thanksgiving turkey.
That's it, Obadiah. Show that boy he done messed up when he messed with the Zicky-Foos brothers. Mr. Fred, wake up, son. Mr. Fred.
What? Don't hurt me. Stop.
Wake up. You're having a bad dream.
I was just dreaming.
Yes, sir. And it must have been a nightmare.
Was it ever? Jeremiah, please, don't let Obadiah hurt me. I'm sorry for what I did last week. Forgive me. Look, I'm begging you down on my knees.
Forgive you for what, son? I don't get it.
For last week when you brought in the possum, and I got a little upset about it.
Oh, that. Shoot, son. Don't give it a second thought. I done forgave and forgot.
Oh.
The good book tells us we gots to forgive one another if we wants to be forgiven.
Whew.
I don't hold nothing against nobody. I figure you had a cause to be riled at me anyhow. What would that possum tear it into you like that? I'm the one that needs to ask forgiveness of you.
Oh, Jeremiah, you're a good Christian for sure.
Oh, son, you're a good old boy yourself. Tain't nothing can mess with brothers in the Lord.
Oh.
Well, Mr. Fred, let me take out your trash real quick. Obadiah and Jabez is waiting outside in the truck, and we's a going hunting this afternoon. We might even bring you something back.
Now just make sure it's dead this time.
See you next time, son.
Oh, man. What an experience.
And here's this week's Old Time Radio moment, brought to you by the Retro Radio Podcast and Keith Heltsley.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 4 days before Thanksgiving, and this year, as every year, Jack Benny will entertain his friends on the holiday. So yesterday, Jack and Mary went shopping, and we picked them up now in the local market.
Well, folks, what'll it be? I'm giving a Thanksgiving dinner, and I'd like enough turkey for, let's see, there's me, Mary, Phil, Alice, Dennis, Mr. Billingsley, Mark Hellinger, the Warner Brothers, and my laundry man. I'd like enough turkey for 9.
Jack, didn't you invite Don Wilson?
Oh, yes. Make that enough for 15. That'll do it.
Oh, Jack, Don doesn't eat so much.
He doesn't, eh? Remember last time I threw a big party?
Yeah.
Well, Don ate more than he chipped in for. Don't, tell me. Huh?
Look, folks, there are other people waiting, so let's get on with the transaction.
Oh, yes, of course.
Now, here's a nice turkey, all dressed and everything. 55 cents.
Well, I fully expected to pay that much.
A pound.
Yes, a pound?
That's right. And this turkey weighs 21 pounds. And you'll need at least 21 pounds to feed 15 people.
55 cents a pound. That's a pretty big turkey, and I don't want any left over. How about that one over there?
That's a pigeon.
Oh. Oh. Well, then I'll take that other one, that live one right there.
I'm sorry, I'm not selling my canary.
A canary? Well, anyway, that wouldn't be enough for 15 people, would it?
Not unless you just wanted to entertain.
He's got his violin for that.
Yeah. Gee, Mary, look at those turkeys laying there so cold and still. Just think, a few days ago they were happy, carefree, and gay. And now they're 55 cents a pound. I mean, now they're dead. Say, Butcher, how old were these turkeys when they were killed?
Oh, about 8 months.
Didn't even have a chance to know life. I feel terrible.
You'd feel a lot worse if they were 70 cents a pound.
I suppose so. But, Mary, when I see that turkey laying there like that, I can't help but think of its mother. How lonesome she must be.
Don't worry, Bud. That's her right next to him.
Oh.
I wish you'd hurry, mister. I've got all these people waiting.
Pardon me. Oh, Tommy, will you please giving me a little service?
Oh, it's Mrs. Greenberg. What can I do for you, Suzette?
Go ahead, Butcher. You can wait on her. I'm trying to make up my mind between these two turkeys.
I'll lay 8 to 5 on the pigeon.
Never mind.
Tell me, Tommy, how much weighs by you the turkeys?
They weigh from 18 to 22 pounds.
22 pounds. You call this a turkey?
Well, that's the average size.
Listen, Tommy. Last Thanksgiving, I had a turkey that weighed 86 pounds. I weighed them myself.
86 pounds?
Yes. And on the other side of the card, it said you will meet a tall, dark man.
86 pounds? My, that must have been a humdinger.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, pardon me.
Mrs. Greenberg, how about taking 2 of these turkeys?
How much are they?
55 cents a pound.
I'm not asking you.
Oh, excuse me.
All right, Tommy. Give me this one here, and I'll pick it up later. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mrs. Greenberg.
Goodbye.
All right, goodbye. Social climber.
What's she mad at?
Well, Jack, I guess that'll teach you to mind your own.
I'm not talking to you. Say, Butcher, I've been thinking it over. Instead of taking one of these dressed turkeys, I'll buy a live one. How much is it?
$8. Are you going to take it with you?
Yes.
That'll be 20 cents extra for the leash.
Oh, I often wondered how they got them home. Now, let's see, what else do I want? Oh, yes, for dinner tonight. Say, Butcher, have you got a nice, thick, juicy T-bone steak?
What was that?
I said a nice T-bone steak.
Well, who's next?
Listen, Butcher, you don't have to go in a convulsion just because
All right, folks, get your tickets here for the 40-cent tour through the refrigerator. Come one, come all. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
40-cent tour through the refrigerator.
Yes, sir. It used to be 45, but the OPA put a ceiling on it.
Very funny.
Oh, thank you, sir. Now, hurry, hurry, hurry. On this outstanding excursion, you will see rib steaks, rump steaks, hip steaks, T-bone, sirloin, tenderloin, and porterhouse. The 7 wonders of the world.
Come on, Jack. Let's take the tour.
Oh, don't be silly, Mary. You've seen steaks before. I showed you some last night when you came over to my house.
Oh, you and your etchings.
They weren't etchings.
All right, folks. All of you going on this tour, please form a line to the left.
Oh, come on, Jack. Be a sport. Buy 2 tickets.
All right, all right.
Okay, folks, line up in front of this refrigerator door. Now, quiet, everybody.
Yeah, who is it?
It's okay, Joe. You can open up.
Gosh, it's chilly in this refrigerator.
Yeah, it sure is.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you will look to the right, you will see one of our feature attractions, none other than a 7-rib roast.
Oh. Gee, Mary, it is beautiful. I wonder if I could just...
Don't linger with your finger.
I just wanted to see if it was tender.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a 7-rib roast. Not 5, not 6, but 7. I'll count them for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Hey, Joe, lock the doors. Okay. Hey, Eddie, bolt the windows. Okay. Hey, Tom, sound the alarm. Okay. Hey, sir.
All right, stop with that. Nobody stole anything. Come on, Mary, let's pick up our turkey and go home.
Have a good day, and remember, laughter, it's a really good medicine.